Imagine getting an extra day off every week. No pay cut, no longer hours, just more time to live your life. It sounds unrealistic, almost like a childish dream. But what if I told you it's already happening? And in many cases, it's making companies more productive and even more profitable. So, is the 4-day work week the future of work? Or is it just a nice idea that collapses the moment it meets economic reality? Let's strip away the hype and look at the actual evidence. The 5-day work week feels permanent, doesn't it? But it's not. It was originally designed for factory labor in a different era, not for modern knowledge-based work. Back then, the time you spent at a desk or on an assembly line mattered more than your actual output. Today, most jobs rely on focus, problem-solving, and creativity. Yet, burnout is at an all-time high, productivity growth is slowing down, and people feel exhausted all the time. That fundamental mismatch is why the idea of a 4-day workweek keeps resurfacing, especially after the pandemic proved that how we work often matters a lot more than where we work. And this isn't just a theory anymore. It's been tested. Between 2015 and 2019, Iceland ran one of the largest 4-day workweek trials in the world. Thousands of public sector workers reduced their hours with no cut in pay. The result? Productivity either stayed the same or actually improved. Stress levels dropped, and work-life balance got significantly better. Today, the vast majority of Iceland's workforce now works fewer hours as a direct result of these trials. Then there's the case of Microsoft Japan. In a well-publicized experiment, they trialed a 4-day workweek and saw productivity jump by around 40%. At the same time, their operational costs, like electricity and paper usage, actually fell. And more recently, in the UK, a massive multi-company trial produced some stunning results. The vast majority of businesses that participated decided to keep the 4-day model permanently. Their revenue stayed stable or even increased, while staff turnover and the number of sick days taken dropped dramatically. This wasn't about idealism. It was about measurement and data. At first, this seems impossible. How can working less actually lead to producing more? It's because shorter work weeks fundamentally change our behavior. Unnecessary meetings get cut. Busy work that just fills time disappears. People become laser-focused on the tasks that actually matter. Instead of stretching out their work to fill the available hours, work becomes intentional and efficient. The truth is, in many modern jobs, productivity isn't limited by the number of hours we have. It's limited by our energy, our attention, and our motivation. And all of those things improve dramatically when people aren't constantly on the edge of burnout. But here's the reality check. The part that most videos on this topic don't tell you: the 4-day workweek doesn't work for everyone, everywhere. Think about healthcare, emergency services, retail, or manufacturing roles that require a constant physical presence. You can't just compress the time without hiring more staff, which means higher costs. Small businesses operating on razor-thin margins might struggle to implement it without a significant financial hit. And a poor implementation can just turn 4 days into 4 longer, more stressful, and more intense days. So the real question isn't does it work? It's where does it work? And under what specific conditions? So, is it a dream or a new direction? The 4-day workweek isn't a utopian fantasy, but it's not a universal fix for every problem either. It's a powerful tool, one that seems to work best in knowledge-based, high-productivity environments. And it fails when it is treated as just a trendy slogan instead of a carefully designed system. Perhaps the bigger shift here isn't just about getting one less day of work. It's about us finally asking a more fundamental question: should work consume our lives, or should it support them? The answer to that question might just shape the entire future of work itself. Thanks for watching! And if you found this interesting, consider subscribing for more deep dives.